wouldn't take you here if I didn't think you could do it.
So I have a lot of notebooks. Like, a lot of notebooks. It's a really bad habit of mine that I've developed over the years where I can't seem to finish filling one whole notebook out. Sometimes I feel like there's too many and I need to dedicate one to each field of study or field of whatever it is that I'm studying at the moment or what it is that I'm trying to focus on. So I have 4 sitting in front of me, and there are 3 different quotes on them. On the first one, it's the 1,000 ways to say the same thing. So the podcast, that's the folder or the notebook about the podcast. The second one is I am more than I think I am. That's the title. And then under it, it's parentheses coaching, which is a shout out to one of the hitters that listens to this podcast. He messaged me and him and I had a conversation that ended with him telling me that I am more than I think I am, more than I think I am, which means that I'm more than I am capable. I'm capable of more than I think I am capable of. The other one is today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what others can't. And that one's about Olympic weightlifting and my goals with that one. And my last one is satisfactory. Satisfactory is another word for mediocrity. And that's just thinking big and having big goals and big dreams. And I don't know. I've split these up, and I kind of think these are the 4 aspects of my life that I'm really focused on. Because I carry these with me every day. I have a fifth one. I have hundreds of little composition books. And I have a 5th one that's kind of like the breakdown of like my dreams and goals and aspirations in my life at the current moment. That's kind of like my everyday thought journal. I guess that one's there as well. And this one is that one's titled "What Are You Doing When No One Is Looking?" And that one's kind of just like my thoughts from every day. Now, if only life was that simple. I guess that's what you're kind of sitting there thinking about. If life was this simple, if I could break it down into 4 different aspects, 5 different books, why can't you? I'm just sitting here looking at all these, and I carry these with me every single day, and I try to write in each one of them every single day. And there was something that I heard the other day. It was something that Joe Rogan had said, that one of the most important pieces of advice that he had ever heard or learned from was the live your life like you're the hero of your own movie. What does that mean? I don't know. What does it mean? So I guess living your life like the hero of your own movie. Like kind of like when I said on the Rocky episodes how I kind of see myself as that weird mongoloid bum, big punchy boy. I resonate with him because I I've always felt counted out. I've always felt like somewhat of an underdog. But at a certain point in his life, he sits and he turns it around. He has a shot and he goes and he tries to take it, and he goes and he does something about it. He goes balls to the wall. He goes all the way in. He's invested in it fully, even though he doesn't feel like he doesn't believe he's gonna win. He doesn't believe that he's gonna win, or he doesn't believe that he can beat Apollo Creed. He definitely knows that his goal is to go the distance. Now, each one of these notebooks represents an aspect of my life that I really, I guess these 5 notebooks are who I am as a person. My podcast, my coaching, my Olympic weightlifting, and podcast, coaching, Olympic weightlifting, thinking big, and then my everyday thoughts and ideas that kind of turn into everything else that I do. And I don't know, just sitting here looking at them, it's broken down. I guess it's broken down in a really simple way. It's broken down in a really simple manner. There's no need to complicate a lot of things. There's no need to complicate different aspects of your life. It could be just as straightforward. Now, trying to be the hero of your own movie, most people don't want to be the hero of their own movie. Most people want to sit and be a side character, or they want to be a supporting actor. When you think about the hero in the movie, especially in a sports movie, or in a movie where the main character undergoes some sort of drastic change, I don't think anybody's really ready for that. I don't think a lot of people are really up for that. And in order to live the life that you want to live, in order to be the hero, the star of your own movie, I guess you have to be willing to do what that person is supposed to do. Like Rocky wakes up super early. He's waking up early, drinking raw eggs, going on a run in the cold Philadelphia morning. Who else? Who's another example? Like the Team USA, the hockey team, having to go through all that shit after they played Sweden or whoever they played the first time, and then they had to do, crazy amounts of, wind sprints before they found out who it was that they were and who they played for, and all the training in between, all that kick-ass training, they got to do that, When you think about someone like the Karate Kid, and no, not that punk ass bitch Daniel LaRusso. He's not the Karate Kid. It's William Zabka. It's Johnny. Johnny's the Karate Kid. When you think of all the stuff that Johnny had to go through, getting picked on by Daniel and abused by Daniel, for him to just get second place at that All Valley tournament, and Daniel wins by a kick to the face. That's cheating. And then he has to go through Johnny has to go through a whole life of obscurity to only now start feeling okay with himself and open up Cobra Kai to get them back on top. That's a whole lifetime's worth. Are you really wanting to do that? Do you really want to do that? Most people don't want to. Most people don't want to endure the thing that the hero has to endure. And you got to ask yourself why. Why? Why is that? Why are you not willing to go the distance like the hero in your favorite movie did? What's the difference between them and you? I guess if you look at it from a film perspective, because you can't really, you can't go super in depth because you don't know their entire life, but most motives are super simple. Most motives tend to be, something very simple. They have a shot and they want to take it. They're what like, let's say like in a movie about like a movie like Cinderella Man. Cinderella Man, he's doing it to support his family. In what's it called? In Miracle, they're doing it for the United States. In Rocky, he's doing it because he has the opportunity. He has a shot that he could take. In Cool Runnings, they're doing it because they're the first to ever do it. Cool Runnings. It's a great movie. In A Bug's Life, he's doing it. They're doing it. Those hitters are doing it. Flick's being inventive as shit, bro, and he's trying to do it to save all the ants, bro. I guess what I'm trying to get across with this little on the fly episode was when you break it down to its core, to its most simple properties, life could be very, very simple. Your life can be very simple if you divvy it up and you put, if you put some focus in each one of the main categories of your life, the ones that kind of rule your life or the ones that you want to rule your life. Podcast, coaching, Olympic weightlifting, and thinking big for the future. Those kind of both go in the same category. And those thinking big thoughts, they kind of pertain to all three of those, the main three. So I guess, my main motives are, podcasts, Olympic weightlifting, and being a coach, whatever way, either it's a life coach or accountability coach or whatever it is, or weightlifting coach, whatever. But if you break it down to its simplest terms, there's only three here. I'm not worried too much about working. I'm not worried too much about, my job. I'm not worried too much about stress or paying bills. I'm not worried too much about the other aspects of life that I'm not letting control my life any longer. And it's easier said than done, honestly. I can absolutely agree with the fact that it's easier said than done. Everyone out there has different responsibilities, different roles, different things that they're trying to accomplish in their life. But I don't think anybody can say that they can't benefit from zeroing in and focusing on 2 or 3 aspects of their life. It's all about balance. Balancing different aspects of your life, giving them a good amount of attention and kind of facilitating them. It's kind of like a plant. Not a plant, I guess, but no, not really. It's kind of like cutting down a tree. No, that doesn't even work either. I mean, I guess it kind of does. It kind of pertains back to the compound theory, which is one of the first things that we talked about. the first things that I ever talked about, where small incremental decisions, small decisions that affect your everyday life in a positive or negative way. You know, and it's funny, I've kind of sat and kind of refined that whole compound theory explanation. And it was interesting when you think about why people stay on a set course. So if you think of a boat continuously going straight, and then you know, going 1 degree in the upward direction. Let's say you're looking at the boat from behind. So the boat's in front of you. You're going straight, and going to the left. You're going 1 degree to the left. You're going in the wrong direction in your life, and going to the right, you're going in the right direction. And most people, when they break it down, most people are going to make conscious and unconscious, good and bad decisions that keep them on a steady path going forward. Because, you know, you go 1 degree to the right, 1 degree to the left, 1 degree to the right, 1 degree to the left. You're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to keep going straight. And then if you go 1 degree to the left and then continuously make a bad choice every single day, or continue to do, to be focused on the wrong things, consciously, unconsciously, those decisions that you're going to be way off course. And the same thing goes for doing stuff in a positive manner. going 1 degree to the right, that's going to put you in a completely different end zone. You're gonna be in a completely different place. Now, if you simplify your life, you simplify what it is that you're doing, and you focus on key aspects and key things in your life, like your family or your children, I guess that the point in life isn't, because everybody's different. Everybody has different goals. Everybody has different things that make them happy. And, you guys all know mine. And, for somebody out there, somebody listening to this podcast, the thing that'll make them happy, the happiest is is being a good parent, being a good father, a good mother, being the best mother or father they can be, finding, finishing school to get a better job, so right there, be the best mother or father, finish school. It's 2 things, because all they want to do is, that's what makes them happy. That's what they do. Be a better husband. Be a better husband. Be a better wife. Be a better friend. Be a better coach. Be a better anything, really. That's what it's all about. It's simplifying it. It's putting it to its core, to the absolute core of life. It's just trying to improve in some sort of way. But you got to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Hurts my feelings every time. Keep everything simple. Focus on 1 or 2 things. 2 or 3 things. Don't focus on too much. Because at some point, you're going to try to open too many doors. Too many things are going to be happening, and you're not going to know. You're not going to know which way to go. You're not going to know which door to open. You can only get to one spot. You can get to one spot in your life, but you have to go through one door first. So keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid.